and grind. Folks, guys, I am on the way to a no-heat call. This is an existing maintenance customer. This customer has a steam boiler. I don't think anything got replaced recently here. Everything is working fine. This customer called yesterday and said that the radiators weren't getting warm. She tried resetting the thermostat and the emergency switch, and nothing's getting hot. So, guys, I'm almost here now. Let's take a look. I'll see y'all when I get inside. Alright, guys. This is our 100,000 plus BTU steam boiler. And look at this. Water on the floor. I got an idea as to why that's leaking. I think there's too much water in this boiler. Now the customer did say that yesterday she tried to add water. We gotta drain this thing down. Tell you what, let's do that now. I gotta drain the water level down. Let me move some stuff around. I'll be right. Holy crap. This is my 5th bucket. Now, I looked at our notes. Last time I was here, I drained this boiler down, and I had this precisely at 3/4 full. Now, it's still kind of premature for us to tell if that vent is bad, but the fact that we got this much water in the boiler, even before troubleshooting anything electrically, I want to make sure our water levels are accurate. I'm going to explain why in a second. Let me dump this out. Alright, guys. But yeah, if you or if the customer accidentally overfills the boiler, something's going to leak either throughout one of the vents upstairs or throughout one of the vents on a return line. This customer has 2. She has a return vent here, and she has another one on the other side of the basement. But right now, the sight glass is still full. I want the levels to certainly drop before we can continue to further diagnose this boiler. But guys, give me a few minutes. This might take a couple more buckets. Yep, we're still full. Alright. Let me dump this out, guys, and I'll be back once the levels start to drop. This is going to take a while. It took about 8 buckets full of water. Actually 8 3/4. But this is what we want to see. 3/4 full. Now, I think what's leaking now is this residual water from the pipe. But let me clean up a little bit, and I'm gonna see what's causing the burners not to turn on. So guys, let me get some rags. I'll be back. Guys, everything is dry, which is good. Now let's figure out our ignition problem. This is a spark ignition boiler. The customer has a Nest thermostat upstairs. That thermostat is already set to 90, and they keep it programmed at 75. And right now, it's at 50. I'm pretty sure one of our safeties is open. I don't know if it's on my pressure circuit or if this is a temp-related issue. But let me get my meter, and let's get down to the bottom of it. I'll be right back. Real quick, this customer had the thermostat on eco mode. I had to basically reprogram the thermostat. I think eco mode had this boiler set to like 59 or 60 degrees, whichever one it was. But the maintenance is pretty much already done here. What I'm gonna do is fire this up and look at the water levels and also look at the vent. I want to make sure that it doesn't leak. But look at this. that excess water hit the ceiling and then hit the floor. Kind of looks like explosive diarrhea, doesn't it? All right, guys. I'll tell you what, let me put this back together. Let me hit the switch. And let's get this party started. I'll be right back. Now we're cooking with hot grease. I'm going to get a 3/4 drain valve cap for that. And it's going to take a while. I'm going to clean up a little bit. And I got to wait for the pipes to get hot. I certainly want to make sure that our vent there doesn't leak. But just to show you, this is what I should have seen when I got here. See that water level? That's about 3/4 full. But alright guys, let's wait for water to boil and turn into steam. I'll be back. Got my cap on my drain. My work down here is done. It's been about 15-20 minutes. Everything is hot. No leaks, which is great. Now, let's start checking some radiators. Oh yeah, it's getting there. We are cooking with hot grease. Oh yeah. This is what we want. I know this one, it was 2 of them that takes longer to heat up. I think it was this one and the one in the back room. Tell you what guys, let me take the cover off this one. We have one in the kitchen. No. Tell you what, let me take this cover off guys. I'll be right back. All right guys, both of these are hot. Let me put this back. And I want to show you something here. This is a steam vent. With these steam vents, you don't bleed them. These vents open and close automatically. You don't really have to deal with replacing these vents unless one particular radiator isn't getting hot and the rest of them are. But before replacing this vent, make sure the shutoff is all the way open. See this? If this thing was all the way to the right, that could cause the radiator not to get as warm. But we're cooking with hot grease. But alright guys, that's all there is to it. Steam boiler leaking. We drained the boiler down, filled it back out to proper levels, and most importantly, make sure eco mode is turned off. It's already up to 45. It was at 40 degrees. It was up to 42 now. It was at 40 degrees when I got here. All right, guys. That's all there is to it. Let me make sure I got everything, and I do. Let me get my bucket. All right, guys, I got another call to get to. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.